in a mess. I was checking my game.
Boogie boy.
The last didn't flinch or nod, cause my head is too thick. While I was looking at you, I got hit by a
Get
brick.
ready. From the paddles.
Go ahead, pop your gun, go ahead, pop your lips. Say the heat of the sun has really got you whipped. Go ahead, use your charm, go ahead, shake those hips. Call the ambulance quick, cause I've been hit by a brick. I was hit by a brick.
Shorty. 5, 6, 7.
I was combing the corner, I was shining my style, I was blowing my horn, I was running my mouth, I was stumbling the sidewalk, I was striking a match, I was checking my game, put the key to the latch, didn't flinch or nod, cause my head is too thick. While I was looking at you, I got hit by a brick.
From the paddles.
Go ahead, pop your gun, go ahead, pop your lips. Say the heat of the sun has really got you whipped. Go ahead, use your charm, go ahead, shake those hips. Call the ambulance quick, cause I've been hit by a brick. I was hit by a brick.
We're going to start today with a warm-up of looking at some classic jazz steps and how we can play with them a little bit. Let's boogie back.
When I left home this morning, I promised I would drink to stay real straight and sober. I swore I wouldn't drink.
One more time. Medium.
I passed up all the pool halls, gave the boys a slip before the night was over. I started in to say bad, bad whiskey made me lose my happy home. My baby's gone and left me. Man, I feel so sad because the blues have got me.
Hello and welcome everyone to Solar Blues with Simon and Anna. I'm Simon, of course, and Anna will be with us shortly. Now, we're going to start today with a warm-up of looking at some classic jazz steps and how we can play with them a little bit. But as always, before we start, check the space around you, check you've got plenty of room, you're not going to bash into anything. You know how you're feeling. If you're feeling energetic or maybe you've got an injury you've got to take care of, you know the floor, maybe you've got concrete, you don't want to bounce around too much. Work to your level, work to what you're comfortable doing. You know your body better than anyone. Ready? Let's begin. So we're going to start with a boogie back. But normally in jazz, we clap and we jump and we clap and we jump and we clap and we jump. However, in blues, we're going to lower it down. We're going to take it down a notch. We might go back and 2 and 3 and 4. I might just need a step back on this one. I'll go boogie back, boogie back, boogie back, boogie back. For the moment, I want everything to be with low arms. So you can clap, but I'm going to snap this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I might do a boogie forward, and I might put my right toe out and roll the hip. Put my toe out and roll. Boogie forward, boogie forward. Now, as always, in swing, if we were dancing boogie forward, it might be a bigger up movement, but maybe for blues we want to keep it more down. We've got time to roll the hips, the hips, the hips, and the hips. So I'm going to dig one toe into the floor and roll the hip. Toe in the floor and roll. Let me turn around. Boogie back first. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boogie forward, boogie back, fishtail. Now fishtail is pretty similar to our boogie back in this case, except we're going to make it swing the hips side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to push off one foot. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our fishtail. And we're going to finish this section with a boogie drop. A boogie drop. A boogie drop. Tap, tap, drop. Tap, tap, drop. It's a classic jazz step again. We've taken 4 classic jazz steps. We're going to do them just drawing a semicircle with the toe as we go in, out, and drop. In, out, and drop. And again, I want to keep low arms. 1, 2, drop. 1, 2, drop. We're going to do the 4 movements, and we're going to focus on how can we style the arms with low arms? So everything's going to be down here. So my boogie back. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boogie forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fishtail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A boogie drop. Boogie drop. Boogie drop. A boogie drop. Let's try that with music and we'll see how we get on. So when you take those jazz steps and you put them into blues, they become quite different movements, yeah? It's not your boogie backs and your boogie forwards, but we're taking inspiration from that style of jazz, we're putting it into our blues. We're going to do the same thing now, except we're going to bring the arms up, and I want you to think, put the arms somewhere in the middle. 8, 1, 2, 3. So do something different with the arms. So it might be our fishtail, could be up here, could be swaying with the arms, yeah. It could be the boogie drop could be boogie drop. Bringing the arms up and down. A boogie drop. Just going back. Could be up here. Let's find out what you can do.
My loving, why the hell did you stop and put my dollars down? You know that's the one thing, the main thing, baby, that could get you a lifetime home in the ground. You even told my best friend that you didn't want me no more. But I know that's a lie, 'cause every time I turn my back, you're trying to sneak back into my back door. And I'm telling you, I'm warning you, if you don't stop on that job, stop trying to be so high class, somebody's gonna shoot you right there in your mood.
And then lastly, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to bring the arms up high. So it could be boogie back, boogie back, boogie back, boogie back, boogie forward, boogie forward, boogie forward, boogie forward. Fishtail, fish tail, a back and boogie drop, boogie drop. And let's find out what the music tells us to do. Here we go.
I can't understand why you don't just pack your bag. Can you see I don't need you no more? 'Cause my other man is just waiting for you to step out of that front door. I'm sorry, baby, I warned you, and now I'm for real. Baby, this here pussycat ain't gonna be your pussycat no more.
Let's find a completely different song. Try the same exercise. Low arms, medium arms, high arms, and see what happens.
Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home.
Boogie back,
When I left home this morning, I
boogie forward.
promised I would drink. Stay real straight and sober. I swore I wouldn't drink.
One more time.
Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home.
Medium.
Passed it slip before the night was over. I started in to sip bad, bad whiskey, bad, bad whiskey, bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home. Buddy had a party, the cats were on the loose. We started out with soda and ended up all juice on bad, bad whiskey, bad, bad whiskey, bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home. My baby's gone and left me. Man, I feel so sad because the blues have got me, and I should got them bad, bad, bad whiskey, bad, bad whiskey, bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home. Made me lose my happy home.
So I hope you're a little bit warmed up, and also you can see what fun we can have playing with just taking a movement. Two very different songs, two very different styles, influenced by the same classic movements, but done very differently. I mean, stepping back, whether you call it boogie back or just a step back, it's got the flavour of going back with that pulse, the down feeling. In both songs, you can dance with the arms low, medium, high. Obviously that was an exercise, and you're going to find you want to play with it sometimes low, maybe then up high, maybe out to the middle, and then bring it back down low. And you had all sorts of movements of stylings of the arms. So I hope you enjoyed that little teaser, just to get your brain thinking and to experiment. Right, on with the routine. So we're going to call in Anna, and now it's time to be hit by a brick.
Alright everyone, for the second part of the class we're going to look at last week's routine. We're going to recap what we saw last week and add an ending, and in particular to that music, which was quite fun. We're going to play with the breaks in the music and add some breaks in the dancing. So let's get started. We'll start by recapping what we've done last time. We started with a pulse on the offbeat, which is the 2, 4, 6 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a small pulse, if you remember, just from the chest. We're hearing the music and we're putting that pulse, that beat in our body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then added the beat into our shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We added the hip movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the fourth part of the introduction, we added a shorty George styling. So we added more legs, so the knees are going side to side, and the arms are going to add a shorty George styling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all together, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 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 5, 6. And on 7, 8, we went into our shorty George. After that, I'll turn around. So we had our last beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, hold 3, kick 4, 5, 6. We slide back. On 8, we start again a shorty George straight onto the right foot. 8, 1, 2, hold 3, 4. This time we kick the left foot, cross in front and slide behind. 6, 7, 8. So without stopping from the shorty George, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. On 8 up with my weight on the left foot. We went around with a little hip roll. It's a paddle, so I'm paddling myself around by reaching with the right foot. I'm pulling around, and because it's blues and we have time, I'm going to add a roll of the hips. So as I reach, I'm going to send my hips back and roll. And we do 4 to go around in 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We end up feet wider than the hips, slightly wider, and we go into a cab-canaway move. So wide stance, lots of confidence, and pop the knees, pop the knees. It goes on to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So a lot of attitude, and what we're doing is keeping the knees soft. We actually roll on the ball of the feet to pop the knees forward. So knee isolation. I quite like to take my hands slightly behind to open up the chest and really emphasize just the knees going forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going into boogie forward, we do a single, single, double, starting on the right foot. And a single, a double on the right. Then we step on the left foot. We're going to keep the right foot and slide. And as we slide back, I'm going to send my left foot sweeping around and crossing behind the right. So let's do that from the boogie forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Step, kick and sweep, cross, and from here we turn around. It's a heel and toe turn, so I've crossed my left foot behind the right. I'm turning on the toe of my left foot, the ball of the right foot. I push around, and about halfway, I'm bringing my right foot to the left. Let's take it from the top. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7 with the hip. 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and shorty standing. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Go around. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Boogie. A roll, a double, and kick, slide, cross, and turn. Let's do that with music. 3, 7, and shoulders. And with the hips. With the shorty standing. 5, 6, 7,
I was going in the corner, I was shining my style, I was blowing my horn, I was running my mouth, I was stumbling the sidewalk, I was striking a match, I was checking my date, put the key to the left, didn't play your nod, cause my head is too thick. While I was looking at you, I got hit by a brick.
7 and shoulders. With the hip. And shorty. 5, 6, 7.
I was going in the corner, I was shining my style, I was blowing my horn, I was running my mouth, I was stumbling the sidewalk, I was striking a match, I was checking my date, put the key to the left, didn't play your nod, cause my head is too thick. While I was looking at you, I got hit by a brick.
So if you heard that cha-cha, that's what we're going to hit now. We're going to go ha-ha. So here we go. Out, in. You have choices. You might want to go slide and slide. It's very efficient if you have the right floor and the right shoes. So if you have a nice smooth floor and nice smooth shoes, feel free to slide out and then really squeeze into to slide back in. But if you don't have the perfect floor, the perfect shoe, you can jump, and that's fine too. So jump, jump, and we're gonna just keep the beat. Find your own movement. It might be the pulse that we had in the beginning. It could be the shoulders, could be the shoulders going forward. Find your own movement, but we want to contrast that big slide out and in, and a little sort of tick-tock motion in the body. The slide's going to be on 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And then there's going to be another break. Da, da, da. And we're going to mark it with da, da, da. Going out with a boogie drop. Boom, boom, boom. And on the third one, I'm going to drop my weight on it. 8, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start moving my weight back onto the left foot. I'm not going to stay in a pose. It's going to look like this. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. So I'm going to do a hesitation, which means I sort of hesitate. I just hover, slow down. It's like slow motion for just a beat. Ba, ba, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 into a grapevine. So we go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's do the grapevine. I'm standing on my left foot. I'm going to weave in and out with my right foot, stepping in front of the ball of the foot and stepping to the back and stepping to the front and stepping to the back. If I do it from the side, you'll see that my feet are actually stepping straight in line with my hips, always next to one another, but my hips keep turning, which creates the grapevine. Off and behind and in front and behind. The top of the body doesn't move that much, so that it's really the hips rotating. Let's just do that second pulse starting on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. From the boogie drop. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We'll do it with the music, and you can find your own way of doing that. Taking that breath in the middle or taking that hesitation in the middle. 8, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You've got 2 beats to have that sort of lift and weight and then fall into the grapevine. Let's take it from our first break, the out in, our little beat, and the second break with the boogie drop. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. We're going to repeat that out in. Again, you can slide it or jump it. 8, 1. But this time, I'm going to cross my feet. So I'm going 8, 1. My right foot's going to come in front of the left. And I add one more turn into a little wiggle down. So if I do it facing, I've just finished my grapevine. Cha-cha, cross, turn, and a wiggle. From the top of the breaks, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We've got one more break, and it's going to look like this. Cha, 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 and pop. If I do it your way, it looks like this. We've just done out, in, and cross with our wiggle. Cha, 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 into a pop. I'm stepping out. Think Egyptian style. You want to be in one dimension, like you're stuck on the wall. I'm stepping back with my right heel leading. I step back to the side, if that makes sense, but staying on the ball of the foot so I can swivel and swivel. Let me do it the same way as you. We're standing here. I'm going to step back. I'm going to look to my left and take a step back on the right foot, staying on the ball of the feet again. And swivel to the right, swivel to the left. Let's make it nice and sharp. We go 8, 1, 2. Together, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. And to emphasize that, that's really sharp and really strong, I'm going to add some matching arms. So I'm having the right arm down and the left arm up, and then flip, and then flip. And you can see that my elbows are actually not moving, it's only the hands flapping up and down. So really strong, really geometrical, straight lines. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. I'm still on the ball of the foot. I'm going down. I bend the knees. I'm swiveling to the left. I'm still on both feet. I'm going to pull back. So I'm going to think my hips are going up and backwards. And I'm transferring the weight on my left foot. And this is a Tabby the cat. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's put all 4 breaks together now. Starting with the out in. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let me do it your way or facing you. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, out, in. Keep the beat, ba, ba, ba. 5 and 6 and 7, out, cross, turn, wiggle down, out, 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 and pop. Let's adjust that to the music. 5, 6, 7.
Go ahead.
Are you ready? Let's put it all together from the very top, including the breaks. Starting with our pulse, all the way to the breaks. 3, 5, 7, and shoulders. And hips. And shorty. 5, 6, 7,
I was
and
going in
1,
the
2.
corner. I was shining my style. I was blowing my horn. I was running my miles. I was
Going around.
on the sidewalk. I was striking a match.
Please.
I was checking my game. Put the keys
Boogie
to the
forward.
latch. Didn't flinch or nod. Cause
Double.
my head is too thick.
Keep it
While I
sweet.
was looking at you, I got hit by a
Get
brick.
ready. Up.
Go ahead, pop your gun, go ahead.
That's all there is, except we're going to just repeat a little section because the music is coming back and we can repeat the end from the paddles. So once we've done our Tabby the cat, we're going to go back into paddle around, 2, 3, 4, into our knees, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and boogie forward, and a double, and kick, slide, cross, turn, again the breaks, etc. We'll just repeat that second section from the paddles. Now, you have the opportunity to do twice the same thing, which means you want to try and give something a little bit different. Maybe you'll have the arms down on your boogie forward the first time, and maybe you have the arms up the second time. Maybe your break is going to be with strong arms, and the other time with sort of low arms. So try and be playful, especially when you have the opportunity to repeat something. Try and make it unique every time. So I'm going to play the music, we're going to dance from the top, and at the end we repeat from the paddles. Feet and shoulders. And hips. And shorty. 5, 6, 7.
I was going in the corner. I was shining my style. I was blowing my horn. I was running my miles. I was stumbling the sidewalk. I was striking a match. I was checking my game.
Boogie forward.
Keys to the latch. Didn't flinch or nod. Cause my head is too thick. While I was looking at you, I got hit by a
Get
brick.
ready, up.
was running my mile. I was stumbling the sidewalk. I was striking a match. I was checking my date. Put the key to the latch. Did you blink or not? Cause my head is too thick. While I was looking at you, I got hit by a brick. Go ahead, pop your gun, go ahead, pop your lips. Say the heat of the sun has really got you whipped. Go ahead, use your child, go ahead, shake those hips. Call the ambulance quick, 'cause I've been hit by a brick.
A few takeaways. Of course, the routine is fun to do, especially when it matches and hits the music, hopefully hits the music. A couple of takeaways from this one. One is today we really worked on some breaks and how to mark some beats in the music. In this particular sequence, we really chose to accentuate the dee-da-da because they're so strong in the music you really can't miss them. But in between, we're being a bit playful and slowing things down. Ba, ba, or rather, ba, 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 ha, ya, di, da, di, da. We're adding little touches like you're an instrument in the music and you're adding your own melody in between. Something to think about, something to bring. It doesn't need to be very complicated. Out, in. Great. 2 beats. Bam, bam. Second takeaway. Try and bring, as with your own flavour, and especially when you have the opportunities to repeat steps or repeat a section of the routine, try and vary them a little bit. Sometimes the music will be varied as well, but even if it's not, you want to bring maybe some variations with the arms, because that's what we worked on today, or with just the level of energy that you're bringing. It can be anything. Something to play with. All right, hope you enjoyed today's class. You've deserved a break, have a glass of water, and we'll see you soon.